Okay, so today we're going to dive into Ecclesiastes, chapter 11.
Right. And it's really digging into this whole idea of, well, how do you live wisely when everything feels so uncertain? When you just don't know what's coming next?
Exactly. It feels very now, somehow. And what's really interesting is the mix you find in there, you get some very practical advice, but also like real caution, and then these calls to actually enjoy things.
Yeah, it's a surprising blend. It's almost like a handbook for navigating, well, chaos, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And it kicks off with that really famous line, doesn't it? Cast your bread upon the waters.
For after many days, you will find it again.
Yeah. Classic wisdom. Sounds a bit like advice on investing, or maybe even just being generous. Put something out there.
Right. Act without knowing the immediate payoff, but with some kind of faith in a future return. But then straight away, it follows up with almost like risk management advice.
Totally. Like diversifying your portfolio. Give portions to 7, yes to 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, basically. Pretty much. Spread things out. Share what you have. Why? Because, well, you have zero certainty about what might go wrong. Disaster could strike.
But it uses these images from nature, clouds bringing rain, trees falling, stuff you can't predict or control.
Exactly. Just like it suggests you can't really grasp the work of God, the maker of all things. It's just too big, too unpredictable.
Which brings up a pretty big question then. If it's all so unpredictable, why do anything? Why plant seeds if you don't know if the wind or clouds will ruin it?
Yeah, the text gets that. It says, whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. If you wait for the perfect moment.
You wait forever. You'll do nothing.
Right, and that's the core tension, I think. Despite all this radical uncertainty, the message is still act. You have to engage.
Sow your seed in the morning, and at evening, let not your hands be idle.
Keep going, keep trying things out. Because, and this is key, you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well.
So the wisdom isn't finding certainty first. It's acting within the uncertainty.
Precisely. But then, just as you're processing that call to action.
Yeah, it shifts gears completely, doesn't it? It goes from all that practical, almost business-like advice to something totally different.
Suddenly it's about appreciating life right now. Light is sweet, and it pleases the eyes to see the sun.
It's quite poetic.
Yeah.
However many years a man may live, let him enjoy them all. Find joy.
Be happy, young man, while you are young. Follow your heart, enjoy what you see. It's a very strong call to embrace the present.
But there's always a but, isn't there? Right after telling you to follow your heart, it hits you with a pretty heavy reminder.
Oh, yeah. But know that for all these things, God will bring you to judgment. That lands hard.
And it doesn't stop there. Remember the days of darkness, for they will be many. Everything to come is meaningless.
Wow. It's quite the contrast. But I think that's the point. It's holding both things together. Act diligently, yes. Enjoy life fully, yes. But also remember that hardship comes. Life is fleeting. He calls earthly stuff meaningless in the grand scheme, and there's ultimate accountability.
So it's not just do this or do that, it's do both, somehow.
Yeah.
Live fully now, act wisely for the future, and keep that bigger picture, the potential darkness and the judgment, in mind.
Exactly. And it even gives advice on how to handle the stress of it all. So then banish anxiety from your heart and cast off the troubles of your body.
Banish anxiety.
How? Well, the text connects it to realizing that youth and vigor are meaningless, not that being young and strong isn't good.
But that it doesn't last. It's temporary. It won't shield you from the future.
Right. It won't stop the days of darkness or change the fact of judgment. So don't let the worry about the unknown future or the fact that life is short paralyze you now. Act anyway. Enjoy anyway.
Okay, so wrapping this chapter up, it really gives you this framework for living. You've got to act, be generous, maybe, cast your bread. You need to be smart, diversify, give portions to 7, yes to 8.
And at the same time, grab hold of joy now. Be happy while you are young. Even knowing you can't guarantee the results, you do not know which will succeed.
And it tells you to ditch the anxiety about it all, partly by reminding you that even your current strength is temporary, meaningless in the long run.
While also holding up the reality of future challenges and ultimately judgment. It's a really complex picture.
It absolutely is, which leaves you, the listener, with something pretty profound to chew on, I think.
Definitely. So here's the thought. If you accept this radical uncertainty about life and how fleeting it all is, like this chapter suggests, how does remembering those potential future days of darkness or the idea of accountability actually shape how you act today? How does it influence your search for joy right now?